Welcome back to Starfall. This is our Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition adventure featuring the Lasers and Liches 2.5 supplement. I'm here with Thomas, Allison, Jocelyn, David, and Ethan, and we are in the middle of a battle with a pile of broken glass. It is Empress's turn to do a thing. It is Empress's turn to do a thing. So,
Wait,
friendly,
what?
so the how about you start by rolling perception, Empress?
Okay. No, I do not need someone to roll for me this time. I can get on to roll 20. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Now, if
Yay.
only you could find your dice.
Oh no, I know exactly where they are.
This is an awkward joke, but I have to share it.
Okay.
Empress rolls perception, and it comes up snake eyes.
That is hilarious, though.
Yep. Dang.
So what does Empress do?
I am giving me up. It is trying to roll.
Numbers.
It won't. Any other danged roll settings on here? I forgot how to roll on this thing. Someone help. Please.
/R space 1D, in this case 20, or whatever it is you're rolling.
I think it's a 20, right, Diamond?
Yep.
Yes. It's a D20 system.
Now it
Most of the
rolls!
time, you're rolling a 20.
15.
Did you add your perception score
Uh,
on your character sheet?
I know. I was hoping it had loaded. It hasn't. Come. Okay, clearly we have to do this way. Okay, here we go. Perception 13. How do I add that to this?
No, your perception, that's your base perception.
Ah, no,
Perception
that's
is a skill, is the way you're using this.
Okay.
That means it's a +3.
3. 18.
All right. So from your vantage point, just over the hovering over Sumosaur, who has just, with Friendly's help, crawled himself out of this gelatinous cube-bottomed pit in the ground. You hear from the center of from what is clearly the center of the maze, you hear Tuesday yell, "What? Oh!" And the sound of
2 blaster shots.
and the sound of 2 blaster shots and glass fizzling. And you look that direction and see that Tuesday is standing atop of the cube that's in the center of the maze with Radmir the crab a bit beyond him. And it just seems extra glittery up there right now. It is your turn to take an action.
Empress blinks with her flower eyelids because yes, she still has those because I find it hilarious. Tries to analyze what she can do to help Radmir and Tuesday. and cast Earth Tremor, I think is the one. Yeah, Earth Tremor.
Can you what is the range on Earth Tremor?
Get down there. Why must it be so danged far?
No problemo.
"10 feet.
You need to be much closer.
Okay, then I move closer.
So take a look at the map. You are currently at the entrance, although Friendly's the only one who's put himself there. Thanks, Friendly. And then this is just to get to Tuesday is about 50 feet. What's your flying
While I'm
speed?
60.
Oh, neat. So you could absolutely get there.
Yes. So I move, if my screen will go down, I move over to Tuesday, which that is exactly
That's good.
45 feet.
Okay, so Tuesday's a bit above you.
Okay.
I mean, you've been hovering just like they're here. She's a few feet above you on this brick, but you can now cast Earth Tremor.
Yes. And I
But-
cast Earth Tremor.
And it does. So in a range of 10 feet, it does from where? I don't have it open.
I know. You cause a tremor in the ground within range. Each creature other than you in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. If the ground in that area is Luther's earth or stone, the ground in that area becomes difficult terrain until cleared, with each 5-foot diameter portion requiring at least 1 minute to clear by hand.
So since it's cast on yourself for a 10-foot radius around you, all that's going to do, can you see the thing I have on the map right now? The numbers?
Yes.
All right. So that's just going to do this area.
Okay.
And the bad guy's over here. So all you'll do is hurt Tuesday.
Okay, then never mind, I don't.
Do you have any ranged spells?
Think so. Ooh, I have Earthbind. Didn't realize that. Earthbind. What? I cannot hear you.
You got real quiet.
You're still really quiet.
Can you guys hear me now? Okay, sorry. The thing I was using
That's
to my
better.
sprained ankle up unplugged my headphones. Anyway, so Earthbind doesn't work exactly how you think it does. So while you're figuring out what you're going to do, we're going to move back inside, actually, to Friendly and Sumosaur. Your friend, the Winged Snake Empress, has heard this screech and swooped out. Or heard Tuesday yell what and swoop out. I'm going to go with, because of that, you also heard Tuesday yell or registered Tuesday saying, "What? Oh, pew pew." Sumosaur and Friendly, what y'all doing?
So I hadn't actually gone yet in that series before. I took a
Okay.
reaction. Um, so I hope you don't mind. I'll go ahead and go first.
Go ahead. At the end of this, we're all rolling initiative anyway, so.
I'm just checking some ranges real quick. All right, so I am going to go to 5, 10, 15, 20, and then 25 and 30 will be 10 feet straight up.
Okay.
Just to check, that's still, I can still see down through the door and still see Sumasaur. The token isn't there, but it's like right here is the
So-
pit.
Yes.
Okay.
Right there is the pit.
All right. So as long as I'm still in line of sight, and I will cast Bless. And this should catch all of my friends.
Yay.
Ah, crap. I had the range wrong. It's 30 feet, so 10, 15. Okay, but I can move up and over instead of straight up, and that would get me to everybody but the crab. Gets and me. I don't get it either. The next attack or saving throw you roll gets a D4.
It's not just the next one, right? It's for a while. If it's regular bless, then it lasts for a while.
Oh, okay. The wording was a little weird. It says whenever it makes a throw before the spell ends, but yes, you're right. It is. So for the next minute, or until something bad happens.
I only know that by heart because Chance has that spell and I use it every time.
Right. New cleric, who dis?
Yeah.
So that is Empress, Tuesday, and Sumo.
Okay. Friendly? Or, I'm sorry, not Friendly. Sumosaur, what about you?
So I will move towards it. And get my thing to move. All right, this is the direction we're going in.
Okay.
Can I double move, or can I, or is this like a one act?
You can double move.
Cool.
This is going to be the like end of it, and then everyone's gonna roll initiative except for the two people who already did. Two
All right.
people being Ethan and the monster.
I wouldn't call the monster a people.
Well, I'm
It
sure you
is
can
a
have
bully.
a interesting conversation with it while you debate the merits of consciousness, sentience.
As a general rule, if it can debate you about it, there's not a debate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you so you double moved and you're good? All right. Tuesday, you, not that I know of, Jocelyn. Tuesday, you see the you see this first, and Empress and Sumosaur, Friendly, are you where you're at on the map? You all are essentially going to see this simultaneously. From the west corner of the brick. I'm just going to keep calling it the brick because my brain can't seem to say the word that it actually is, and I apologize for that. You hear the sound of glass on glass, and another sort of pile of glass floats up and makes a standing humanoid shape. And now it's roll initiative. Matt?
24.
Initiative is a check. Rats. Not a throw or an attack. Never mind. No bless. Next time, guidance.
Okay.
Yeah. 10.
Okay. Jocelyn, Friendly, I'm waiting on your...
Oh, I just entered mine in. 15.
Thank you.
I got a 24.
I got you. Empress, what's your initiative?
12.
All right. Thank you all so much.
I repeated it because I'm not registering myself on the turn order, and I wanted to make sure.
Oh, weird. I definitely see you. That was the wrong thing. That's the right thing. Okay. So Tuesday, as the first to see this new one crawling up, the one further away from you, over close to Radmir, is more pieces than it is moving thought of broken glass. But the one near you looks much fresher, and you have first action.
Looks fresher, as in not. Do you just mean not injured, or?
It's hard to tell. It definitely seems more active, moving, screaming at you.
Okay.
If you were the type to be horrified, you would find this horrific.
You'll never believe this. I'm gonna shoot it a couple times. That's a. Why can't I remember my bonuses? 16 and a natural 26.
Dang.
Did I just hear a natural 26? That is big number.
Natural 20 plus 6.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm scared of you.
I don't know where my
You should
stick
be.
went, so woo!
Woo!
I've been cleaning. It's somewhere else right now.
Ah!
That's what we need.
Was that too loud?
No. Not for me, at least. How much? So you hit it. How much damage?
Yeah, hang on, math. I'll be with you shortly. Crit doesn't double sharpshooter, does it? Because it's sharpshooter is considered a bonus.
That is my understanding, yes.
Okay. So, 20. Hang on. 6 plus. 14, 20. 40 points of damage. To
Since
the
you
new guy.
obliterate it, how would you like to describe obliterating it?
previously she had run up there to what? Oh, bang bang. And she's just sort of like it's that thing where you're pausing to make sure you're not getting snuck up on. Like she's aware of that thing, but she knows this room is sketchy, and then sees a motion over here, and then just without looking, bang bang.
Tell me about its death.
uh, like glass in a kiln, just bleh. The fire energy because they're energy bolts. There's no mass to them. There's no like
Yeah.
object involved. There's
Well,
no
light has
projectile.
mass, but anyway.
That's why I corrected myself. There's no shrapnel.
Yeah.
So the energy hits it and just absorbs into it and superheats it, and it just melts.
I like the idea that although it's sort of anti-physics, that the light shoots into it and reflects against its mirrors inside of itself, re-damaging it, turns it into a puddle.
So it's light shrapnel.
And dying, it sounds like, I don't know how to describe broken glass screaming, but this is a nightmare sound.
So just pew pew, and then gun is brought right back to the first one and is waiting.
Any additional reactions, anything? Okay. Friendly, that was impressive. Your turn.
And by the way, not a smile, just a day at work.
I will raise a rod that is a length of Kevlar polymer, like high quality polymer chain with runes inscribed into it, and just give it a little twist, and it needs to make a Constitution save. It is paralyzed upon failure. I've taken a moment to look up paralyzed for those at home. It is incapacitated as per the condition, can't move, speak, no actions, etc. Auto fails strength and dex saves. Attack rolls have advantage against it, and any attack that hits is a crit if it's within 5 feet. Go, guys.
Nice. For the purpose of visual, it looks like it's doing that, slowly starting to move towards Radmir. And as you do this, click it over, it does a jerking and then has almost what looks like a layer of frost just covers it. Perfect. Any additional move, anything, Friendly?
Nope.
Okay, Radmir, it's you.
So it's paralyzed. So it's if I were to go up and hit it, would it still be paralyzed?
Oh yeah, it gets a save at the end of every turn for the next minute, but nothing we do is gonna break it out.
Okay. So I've got my pinchy claws. So where does it say my melee attack?
Also, any spells
claw.
that have strength or dex checks are also going to be sure things.
I'm going
Save
to
that
go up to it. 1d6 over d20. Boom.
You got to roll a d20 to hit.
Yep.
And you have
Backslash
advantage.
R space d20. 15. Oh, cool.
hit
Not
the-
a 4.
Hold on, hit the upper arrow key and hit enter again because you have advantage, meaning you get to roll twice and take the higher.
15.
Okay. You don't even need to add anything. That definitely hits.
And then 1d6 plus 1. Backslash R 1d6. Plus 1, 4.
Lovely. So, since you kill it with your claw attack, Describe its dying.
I just kind of go up to it, pinch it, and then just kind of withers away into a puddle. Like, ooh, I don't know, but like, yeah.
I have
And then
Go ahead.
and then I like look at Timmy and say, "Woohoo, we did it!" And then yeah.
There are X's on the map to identify that they're dead because it helps my brain. But as these disappear, they become just melted or broken glass. There's no body shape or anything. Okay? Just dissipates like wind. Anyone who has a knowledge arcana right now, roll it. You're no longer in combat order, but we are doing a short period of time. Alternately, you can have someone else roll it and give them advantage, to figure out what these things are.
26.
Want me to give you bardic inspiration?
Nah, I think that should do.
Okay.
Ethan, think of 10 as the base. 10 is a C. 10 is passing, right? He just
Okay.
got an A+.
Okay.
All right, so friendly, since apparently you're the only one rolling it, everyone's else, I can't do that good. David, you're muted, I'm sorry.
We don't need to know what number I rolled for that one.
Okay.
Understood. So friendly, you are aware that these are probably shatterlings, things that are essentially created by bad feelings and broken glass. We can get into the meat of it if you really need to, but that's the rough thing. But they're usually preceded by something much larger and more dangerous called a glass shadow, which you haven't seen here. Shatterlings don't tend to exist on their own. You also know glass shadows are much more dangerous.
I will immediately impart this. Okay, everyone. These are usually attendants of a larger, worse creature known as a glass shadow. These are shadowlings. So be wary. Whatever did this initially to this place may have already dealt with it, but maybe not. So, on our guard.
So if you want fun with the code, glass shadows do not exist until moments before they are created. They are spawned from all the fears and darkness within a creature. When a creature gets lost in the windows of their own soul, the mirror collects their hate and pain, giving it life and purpose. They're literally horrific thoughts covered in broken glass. Glass shadows can collect enough of that to make their own little shatterlings. They're like baby glass shadows.
That's kind of scary.
Who needed nightmare
good.
fuel?
You made chronic depression a monster.
I didn't. Lasers and Liches did.
Sure.
But I love it.
Yeah,
Empress
be
is
wary for
just
that.
cussing up a storm up in the air like
I won't share all the meaty details
Okay.
unless there's something about its like vulnerabilities that I might glean. But
With a 26, I can probably give you, let's see.
or what not to do, standard modes of attack, the usual legend. I don't know.
They tend to be resistant to most conditions and most physical damage.
What about fire damage?
You didn't roll that. And
Mhm.
this is all in Friendly's head.
I will mention that part. Like, just
Okay.
they're immune to a lot, if not everything.
Resistant.
As far as conditions.
And they tend to have shoot. I was trying to figure out how to phrase the thing and I lost track of it. Oh. And then a thing with these, which I think that Tuesday has already sort of gotten, or Radmir has already sort of gotten, is that they can live inside mirrors.
Right.
So any mirrored glass could potentially be where it's at. What do y'all do?
Back in the building.
Back in the
Well,
building.
Empress is having a mini freak out and darts back inside like, oh, hell no, I don't want to deal with this. Hell no.
Everyone
Hell
goes
no.
back in the building.
Or I
If-
go into
if-
the building, not back.
Yeah.
If no one has any objections, I start tracking our missing person.
How does that work?
They're survival checks.
Okay.
I-
Do you
I-
want to do it after you're not in the building anymore, or from now?
This is the last place we have evidence of them existing, so this is where I start.
Okay.
Tuesday, the one you're tracking is the child. The room we haven't actually visited. You've got a few feathers, but we haven't actually visited. There may be information you can glean, and that's the very top. That's really the next stairway we were headed. If my reckoning by Rook's travels were correct,
Yes.
you might find something more in there. But
Yes.
you know your job.
While you guys figure out what you're doing, I am trying to figure out exactly how the tracking works so that I am on the same page as David, who has actually researched his character well.
They're skill checks, and it's like anything else. You would set a DC, and if I clear it, I see some sort of clue or see some sort of help in finding the person.
This is what I figured, but I also wanted to actually like speed read through it, make sure I'm giving you the right, you know? Okie dokie. Got it.
I suppose our first objective is getting back up that damn slide.
Yeah. So, Radmir, you haven't been in here yet. It's all sandstone and marble for the most part. And there's to the left of this entrance, there are a bunch of stairs. And, well, they were stairs, maybe. It looks like a slide now. And at the bottom of the slide is a pit. And as I'm sure you tap over to stare down the pit, someone warns you not to fall down it because there's a gelatinous cube at the bottom of that pit.
Mind the gap.
Yeah.
And it's greasy.
And it's greasy. So's the slide a little bit now.
There's a rope, but it's also greasy.
Am I able to wily step up over and up the slide?
How many spell slots do you have at second level?
It turns out it's a first level spell. I accidentally used it in a second level earlier.
Right, but how many slots do you have each day?
Let's see. I've used that second level and then a first level.
So
and
on your character sheet where it lists your spells, there's a number on the left that should tell you how many slots you have. So like
spell
3
sheet.
next to first level spells.
First level I have 4, second I have 3.
So you can only use 4 first level spells and 3 second level spells every day. So make sure you're marking how many of those you're using, because if you run out, you don't have any more until you have another long rest.
That makes sense.
Okay. So that's a whole keeping track of thing you got to do.
Yeah. So I've used 1 and 1.
2. You used Wily Step.
Yeah, I used it in second level on accident earlier, and
Okay,
then
yeah.
first level 1.
Cool. Excellent.
Yeah.
Glad we're there. So yeah, you can, but also you could potentially just try climbing and jumping. That's also an option.
There's also a rope still.
Yes, there's a rope that is clearly curving around the corner. You'll have to like jump or climb to get to it, but then you can use it to aid your climbing progress.
I will cast guidance.
I'm just gonna try to climb up the slide thing.
So you need
Sounds-
show me an athletics or acrobatics to jump or bounce over the pit.
And you have there are little like green circles around the best spots from like coated over your vision that give you a 1d4.
Athletics, and then I get a +3 to this d20, so 8 plus 4 plus his 4 is 12 plus my
No,
3.
a D4, not 4.
Oh, a
Nope.
d4.
Yeah, you gotta roll it.
Backsplash.
Roll a caltrop.
Yeah.
Caltrops.
So that's 12, and then +3, that's 15.
You were able to successfully jump over and get to the rope, and
Okay.
a second DC climb to climb using the rope. Second DC climb. A second athletics check to climb using the rope. So just roll the same thing all over again. Everyone else who's doing this, you can just, if you're doing it that way, you
7.
can just make your rolls.
Plus another 3 is 10.
You are exactly able to. Ooh, someone's in trouble. You are exactly able to climb yourself up to the top of the next landing. You pass through an open door that is a big marble door that is carved with the likeness of an wait, what did I say was carved? Anyone remember how the door was carved?
It's a face.
It's a face. It's a
Wasn't it
giant.
a face?
No, the face was the tentacle door.
I thought they were both faces.
Well, then I guess they're both faces now. I don't remember. Guess it's a face. And you're on the landing. Anyone else doing the climbing?
18.
Yep. Then
I'll watch
Allison.
to make sure. I'll go relieve Sumasora. BRB.
No, or yeah, no problem. Someone's in trouble. So you're at the top of this landing. I'm gonna say that Sumasaur comes last. Empress, do you just fly right up there, or who do you hang out nearest?
Radmir, and I just fly up there as he climbs.
All right. There is Sumasaur coming up behind you. There is an open door to your left into a dark room, and stairs, a closed door to your left, and then stairs that continue upwards, and they're very, very steep stairs. Sumasaur, you want to roll to get back up the sliding terror?
I suppose. I know there's a rope.
Yep.
So it's a check to see if you jump or dance over the pit, and then another check to climb.
Guidance.
All right, I will athletics check to jump.
Unless you have a D4 from guidance from friendly.
Excellent. 19.
Totally successful, and then the athletics check for climbing with rope benefit.
Guidance again.
Ooh, I got a nat 20, so 26. I climb it up like a pro.
It's like your previous slide to the bottom was totally forgotten. You're just going up it like this is no problem whatsoever. You make it look classy.
Yeah.
And friendly flies. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And so we're all at the landing. What y'all doing?
I'm gonna try to take. Can I try to take a short rest? Is that okay with everyone? I'd like to try to heal up a bit.
How hurt are you? I can heal you. We can just.
I have like 17 hit points of like I'm like about halfway empty.
So
That'll teach
for
you to pick a fight. Anybody else hurt?
Mm-mm.
engaging in character with other players, it's typically you don't use numbers. You say how hurt you look, like, wow, I'm really beat up, or like, I'm not having a good day, or
Or here's my spleen.
yeah, just like for the future.
Or
You
gurgle,
use
gurgle,
description.
gasp. Whatever.
Mhm.
I'm fine.
I've taken
Blood.
I've taken some injury today, but and could use some healing. But I'll survive. If not.
A little beaten up. You know that glass worm thing did a bit to me. I could use a bit of healing.
All right, and I've got medicine. I'll just check out how bad Sumasaur is. That seems same range.
Yeah, I'm also missing 14 points.
Okay, so you're not getting topped off, but you'll both get a first level, and we'll see how it rolls. So that's 9 for the crab.
Cool.
And 9 for Sumasaur. So they both should be.
Consistent.
What's that?
Remarkably consistent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We've got some other backups if you get hit much harder. But no, we should be able to keep moving. A rest is just going to be a risk. We know that others are coming for this place.
I'm inspecting the door.
Which one?
To the right. The bigger one.
There's the unopened one to your left, and then there's the one at the top of the stairs.
To my left.
Sorry, I assume if you're facing this way that it's right over
Oh.
here.
I thought you meant my left. I was
Sorry.
confused.
The north. It is to the
North.
north on the map. This is
Or-
why you use that diamond. You're gonna inspect that door?
So what I'm saying in front of right now is not a door?
What you're standing in front of right now is another set of stairs. Whoops. Sorry, I
Oh.
realized those are not uncovered on the map. My bad. Let me fix
Okay.
that. Let me fix that. I see how you would see that. It just all looked the same to me. There we go.
Those are more stairs up?
Yep, more stairs up, and they're that same, like, obnoxiously tall stairs again.
Yeah. Okay, let's check this door first.
All right. Roll investigations.
Ooh. 22.
This is a simple wooden door. It's not even locked.
I still do the like click, push, jump back.
You click, push, jump back, and I reveal the inside where I haven't put any markers at all. Sorry.
I mean, it's fine.
So the floor is covered with that same sort of really like lovely like plush carpet. There's also pillows all over this room. The walls seem to be, they're that sandstone, but they also seem to be, they're painted with like just straight paint on sandstone, blue skies with white fluffy clouds. In the back wall has a bunch more of those bronze grasping hands. It's a much shorter back wall, and they're also smaller hands. Like they're more, hey Jocelyn, hold out your hand. All right, now she's got an adult size hand, never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how young do you think she is?
I just thought she might have smaller hands than me, and I was wrong. But you do not have smaller hands than me, Ethan. But they are distinctly smaller, and they seem to be holding in a different array of objects that at a glance you're like, oh, toys.
Right. This is the playroom.
There's a stack of books to one side, and at the base of the grasping hand wall is a cedar a light wood chest with a flat top.
Locked
It-
or just storage?
Doesn't appear to have a lock, and it's very large.
Oh, Radomir, inside this room over here is a little classroom for one with a teaching clockwork servant. There's a secret door behind it that will attempt to eat you, but bypassed. There's some medical experimentation, a still unexplored chest, and and we've recovered a bunch of interesting things from it. There's still a desk that may have something you might glean some knowledge from. The chest hasn't been explored either. We should probably get to that to make sure that whoever comes after us doesn't have access to it.
He didn't leave. I don't even think you intended to leave out that the chest is trapped.
No, I didn't.
The chest is also trapped.
It is. Be careful of poison.
Okay.
Are you,
Di-
are you going to give it a shot?
No, not
Oh,
not
okay.
alone at least.
Do we know for a fact there's people coming behind us? Or is
I
that not-
strongly suspect it. This was on a map of the enemy, and at the very least, they know where it is. And I don't want a cache of stuff for the salvation. Those are
Right.
my goals.
So that it's you suspect there's people behind us, but
I
we
very
don't-
strongly suspect that this site will be visited after we leave.
If you had expressed that to Tuesday, she would have helped you take things.
Hadn't come up.
Does it come up now?
Yeah, if you ask. I mean, that was part of the spiel a long time ago in real life of like why we were going here on the expedition was, I mean, the people we assassinated had the map that got us here.
Tuesday gets a bit myopic when she gets a new job.
They didn't. You got the map from the orcs. The Salvation did not have the map.
They would have been trading.
They absolutely would
had
have
the map.
been, but I.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's enough for Friendly to take measures, especially given the state of the place. When I came in, did I see about how far through the meat those carrion beetles were? Were they done?
Yeah.
They are nearly done. There only seem to be one or two left. Sorry, I
Okay.
didn't actually move them on the map, but I was tracking that
All
in
right.
my brain place.
As long as I mean, once they get finished with one pile of bones, I just need a skull.
I love you guys.
All right. On the way out, I'll be able to get us some more information once those beetles are done.
I'm gonna look in the toy chest. Just you never know where you're gonna find evidence.
So you open the toy chest and are immediately like, as you're opening it, you're hit with like this smell of like fresh spring outdoors. And as you open it and you look into it, and behold, what is in front of you is a lovely vista of like a clearing in a forest with a little creek running through it on a beautiful spring day. Butterflies and dragonflies. It is a very large chest.
But I mean, is it like a portal? Is it like this is in miniature?
This is like a portal.
Okay, so it's okay.
It's
So
a
it look-
toitus.
It. I hate you. I hate you so much. Go home. So it looks like I could jump in here and transport to this place.
It does.
Fuck. I hate portals. I hate them so much.
Above you, there's the sound of like keek, 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 as the hands are just.
I shut the door. I shut the lid, and you all just see Tuesday like trudge out of the room and go, "We have a fucking portal in there."
Empress is
Just-
so confused, not
just
knowing
so
what a portal is, and just like,
There's a doorway to a completely different location in the toy chest in what is clearly the playroom. And it's a doorway to a wide open area.
Maybe we should check that out later.
Damn it.
Maybe.
Empress is just like, oh crud, that might be where the person we're searching for is. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start inspecting the chest, especially the exterior. Is it bolted down?
It is not.
Are you gonna try to
Uh-oh.
take it with us? How big is it? You say big, but that's a relative term.
It's about 8 feet long.
Jeez. It's a coffin.
It's literally modeled off my hope chest. It's very large. It's like 8 feet long and like, what's that gonna be like? 3 feet wide and like 3.5 feet tall. But it does
Yeah.
appear just like a simple wooden chest from the outside.
Would you say it's less than 500 pounds?
Yes.
I can floating disc it out. First, let's just see if it's location dependent, and I'm gonna move it like an inch, like, and then open it and make sure it still works.
You see the scene I just described.
Seems like a viable plan.
And it's worth saying that when you open it
Yeah.
to look in, the part of the chest that is closest to you is like the grass. Like you're looking out like you're coming out of a tunnel. Does that make sense?
Right, almost like
Right.
I opened a hatch and
Sure.
yeah,
But like you open the hatch and you're seeing through a door.
Yeah.
gravity is different
Yeah.
on the other side. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes. Cool.
right, down is forward.
The enemy's gate is down. The enemy's gate is down.
Sure. How long does your disc last?
Let me look.
Now, do I name this episode "A Skull Is All I Need" or "How Long Does Your Disc Last"?
a skull is all you need.
Isn't this our all ages podcast?
True. Very true.
I mean, I know I swear a lot, but that can be bleeped.
We're
An
not
hour.
bleeping any of it. There's just cursing, and I'm saying, call it PG-13.
Yeah, what the fuck you gonna do about it?
This is still less terrifying than other things I found on YouTube.
It's an hour,
Yeah.
but if once an hour we stop for a minute, I can recast the ritual.
Okay, ritual. That was gonna be my next question. Yeah, okay. Can it get upstairs?
So sorry.
Thomas, can it get upstairs?
Yeah, it's a floating disc. It floats above the
But
ground.
like you control its elevation?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So wait a minute, I could sit on it and go up the tower while you're just controlling how high it goes.
Well, it just follows 3 feet above the ground, within 20 feet of me.
So
This
as the
is-
ground changes, it changes.
This is like
Can move
the
across uneven terrain, up or down stairs, slopes and the like.
this is
10-foot
the
elevation
floating
too.
carriers from Death Stranding. This is exactly what this is. They just
Oh, okay,
follow
okay.
along behind you.
Except around for 30 years prior.
Yeah, but Ethan has played Death Stranding, so I know he
Gotcha.
knows what I
Yeah.
mean.
For like a minute, but like enough to know what that is. Yes.
Quick update, I do have to go to bed soon before I literally collapse.
No worries. We're on like 10 minutes. We're just trying to
Yeah.
resolve this scene.
No, I've already agreed to the disc. Thomas, has Friendly pointed out that he expects bad people behind us?
Yeah, he mentioned it to Radimir just now.
That, like, you can see that clearly just occurred to Tuesday. She was too focused on her gig. And
I know.
she goes, okay, fair enough. Let's go back to the workshop and either clean it out or lock it, or both.
I was gonna say burn, but potato potato.
It's still their house, and ideally they're coming back to it.
If they're alive.
If they're alive, which I always assume they are until I have evidence otherwise.
I will give them a hearty I'm sorry and buy him a new laboratory. Promise.
So the top floor is the only one that you all haven't been in yet. And also, want to roll an intelligence check? Anybody? I'll take either of you arguing about this. Not arguing, debating, engaging with each other. Whatever.
Conversation.
Yeah.
11.
15.
12.
So,
Yeah.
it strikes you, Tuesday. Since
7.
Especially since you saw it Tuesday, it strikes you that the Monsieur Hastings Chessman, if
Mhm.
reactivated, would likely be able to get anyone else through that monster door as well.
Yeah, and I think it was a good idea to question him anyway. Like now that we have more information, there might be more that the Clockwork toy has. I've also gonna go check and see if the carrion skulls are done with one of my cousins down there and find out what they were doing here. The Winari corpses down at the bottom. I'll speak with the spirit.
Okay.
Keep making confused faces, David.
This is just how I look. How dare you?
And Dad, you mean carry-on beetles, not
He-
carry-on skulls.
Yeah, we know what he meant. We know what he meant. Well,
if you can't be a pedant to your parents, who can you be one to? Anyway.
Exactly.
I'm too often a pedant. I'm well aware. That's not how that's pronounced.
You know what's
Said the
fun?
worst person in any room.
Pronouncing it as pendant.
Oh God.
Anyway.
Or referring to it as man explaining in front of one of them and just watching them have an aneurysm, trying not to correct you.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. You were saying though.
Anyway,
David.
while Friendly's talking to his skull, I'm gonna go back and talk to our Clockwork friend.
Okay.
And see what can be done about keeping questionable people from getting dangerous items that belong to his master.
All right. What is everyone else doing while these two do this?
I am curling up on the shell of a crab.
Well, on
Who's
that case,
dead?
I just kind of plop down and just chill there.
Someone should load up the food from the pantry.
That's not a bad idea.
These are volunteers.
Yeah, Friendly was definitely looking at Sumo like someone should.
Sumo cheerily returns to the pantry. Radmir with Empress on the back of his carapace, I guess it's a carapace for a crab, plops down to take a little kazoo rest. Tuesday re-enters the small teaching room and squats down in front of the folded automata, Monsieur Hastings Chessman. And Friendly goes outside just in time to watch the last carrion beetle fly off to see 3 and walks forward to what seemed to be around 3 corpses, mostly bone, much of it chewed, on the ground underneath pelts and leathers and etc. And
Right.
that is where we are going to cut for the evening. If you're enjoying this, give us a like, and if you want to see what happens next time, there's subscribe buttons. You could just like follow this channel. There's so many options. You can also head to our Game Breakers main channel, links down in the bottom, and see the other exciting adventures we're having there. We have adventures GM'd by Allison. We have adventures GM'd by Thomas. And we have occasional adventures GM'd by David. So if you'd like to get the range, it's a great way to see different styles of it. Until next time, thanks for joining us and have a good game. Oh, I have to hit the button.
Bye-bye.